Emerson once said, "The earth laughs and flowers." If this is true, then springtime must tell the best jokes, because the world is in full bloom. As the days are getting longer and the nights are getting warmer, I can't stop smiling. Of course, where I live, spring is very temperamental. It's not always sunshine. But I can't complain, because the rain brings the best birdsong. Lately, I've been obsessed with everything Bridgerton and everything Downton Abbey. So, in honor of these shows, I decided to get ready for a little trip this week. I didn't want to overdo the outfit, so instead of going out and finding a flowy ball gown, which would cost quite a bit of money, I went for this simple thrifted slip silk dress, and I was absolutely in love. Safe to say, I have never felt more like a princess in my whole life. I have been planning this trip for over a year now, and I was so excited to see it finally come true. It was absolutely amazing being able to explore this architectural wonderland, and it was everything I thought it would be. This dollhouse absolutely stunned me. It was so intricate and so detailed. There was even an actual tiny replica of a newspaper in there. Oh, and this sitting room. I literally was so enchanted by the window curtains. They waved so beautifully. I was mesmerized. Also, this light fixture, the tour guide told us was actually dipped in 24 karat gold. Like, that whole room was just a work of art. And then I found a room that literally matched my dress, and I was so happy. Something the tour guide mentioned about this room was that rose pattern on the wall was specifically drawn for the lady of the household. And I think this was my favorite place of all. I could totally just imagine myself, if I lived in this house, I would come out here anytime I needed to forget my problems. And this is also a perfect reading spot. I used it as a sitting and watching spot, but it totally would have been great if I brought a book. And of course, sadly, I don't actually live here, so at some point I did have to say goodbye.
Video bombing. Oh, that's like a heart. Oh. Is that right?
And of course, just as spring in April works, a rainy day came along. So I endeavored to make my own sunshine. The proper romantic academia way. Now, when I was a little girl, I didn't actually throw tea parties. I was more of a doll kind of girl. Also, nobody taught me how to play with tea sets. I did have one, but I had no idea how to use it. So I decided to put my skills of observation from watching countless period pieces to the test and threw my own tea party. According to the guides I found, the proper tea party must first set the silverware and the snacks out. There was a particular way that the teacup and the spoon are supposed to be set, but I couldn't remember, so I don't know if this is right or not, but I went with it. There's also supposed to be a napkin for the lady to set on her lap. I did not have a napkin, so I went with an embroidered cloth in one of my mom's drawers. And of course, I put out plenty of flowers. Also, I am obsessed with this Earl Grey tea. I had never tried it before last month, and I love it. I didn't actually brew it for this tea party though, because I was too lazy, so you will see me pouring water, but I do thoroughly enjoy this tea. Now, let's see if I follow the proper etiquette. First, you set the napkin on your lap. And since there was no one for me to greet, I went right into pouring the definitely tea. And of course, I'm more of a sugar than cream gal, so I went with that. And now the proper way to stir I found was interesting, where you bring the spoon in an upwards and downwards motion, never hitting the rim because making too much noise was impolite. And also something I found interesting was that you're not supposed to stick your pinky out because that's rude. My sister and I always loved sticking our pinkies out when we sipped from cups when we were little. So, sorry. For my first spring picnic ever, I think this was a complete success. Now for my next adventure.